What's happening? What's happening? Ah, what's going on, y'all, man? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Who up in here? What's happening, y'all? What's up, Craig? What's up? Here to learn and share. Mr. Darren. J. What's up, man? For everybody that's pulling up on the live. Um we'll keep your head on the swivel. What it do? Okay then. Everybody that's pulling up on the live, y'all just throw something in the chat, anything, so I can go through the. I like to go through the chat and see who pulling up, so I can replace people in the actual group that I made to send out these lives. Everybody that's tuned in on the replay, or anybody who don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Senior. I jump on the internet, on Al Gore's internet, and share my thoughts about the stock market, man. I will never charge anybody for this information. So if you want to support me, you can go buy some merch. Hashtag Spider Gang. Can I get it up high enough? Hashtag Spider Gang. Hashtag Spider Gang. Pull up to the merch shop and buy some merch. The merch shop is www.thenewtlr.com. Thenewtlr.com. You'll come to a site that looks just like this right here over here, and you can buy some merch and support me. That's the only reason why I made that merch site right there, because people wanted to support me. People's like, what's your cash app? What's this? What's that? If you really want to do it, there it is right there. That's how you can support me. If you watch this on the replay, you can't buy a super chat because they only do it when it's live. So hey, it is what it is. Let's get into it, man. The overnight price action. Will somebody look at this? Will somebody come look at this? Will somebody come look at this? You see what they did to me? Y'all remember on yesterday when I said if we get that liquidity that was resting right above here somewhere, was it right? Yeah, 3805, somewhere around here. It was some liquidity resting. I think it was, we was using this high yesterday, right there, the 3805 something. Go back and look at the video and keep me honest. I said if I want to leave the liquidity that was down here under this 37, 35, whatever this low is down here, it was some liquidity here and there. I said I want to leave this alone, and I want to go get this liquidity at 3805, and then if we hit that liquidity at 3805 like we did right at the end of the day, I said my target was the highs of the 16th at 3833. Look what these funky dogs did. These funky dogs ain't do nothing I wanted it to do yesterday. It tapped the liquidity I was talking about at 3805 on the 1600 candle. That's 4 o'clock for people who don't know when the market closed. And then during the Asian and through the London, before the London even opened, the Asian, through the Asian, look what they did to me. Look what they did to me. They ran all the way up to my target when I couldn't buy no options. I couldn't buy no options. I couldn't participate. I took my trade yesterday and I got busted in the face. So I couldn't participate in the run up last night in the Asian because I had already took my trade for the day. I'm so sad right now. Look what they did. This is the overnight price action. That's the review of the overnight price action. They left me. That's the review. Let's see what Spilene doing. You see, I marked off the lows from the 23rd, which was yesterday. I marked off yesterday's lows, and I marked off some sell side liquidity below the Asian low, right? So below the Asian low, I marked off some sell side liquidity there. I do not want to see it get down there. I marked this off last night sometime. It was after 12. It was like somewhere around here. Like when we was right around this area right here, because I remember looking at these equal lows right there. Let me make this bigger for y'all, because I don't want to see us get to none of that down there. I remember looking at these equal lows right here when I marked the 12 o'clock and I marked this liquidity. This is the liquidity I do not want to see us get to. I do not want us to come down here and get that liquidity right there. If we come get that liquidity right there, that's gonna put me bearish on the day. That's gonna put me bearish on the day. The lowest I want to see us come at the New York. Let me go ahead and mark them out while we talking. At the New York, if we I give us down to this fair value. Let's put it on the 60-minute first before I mark that. This breaking structure right here, it's a fair value gap right there that I would love for it to get to. Cause looking at this run, I'm thinking this fair value gap right here would probably be equilibrium. But I hit 15 minutes. Let's go to 60-minute real quick. 60 minute, we got a fair value gap in the same place. We got a fair value gap in the same place. So I'll mark that right there at the same breaking structure. I really would like for it to stay above yesterday's close. You know, just dip below. I'd be happy with it just dipping below the 12 o'clock into this fair value gap right there. I'd really be happy with that. But I'll take it down to here. 60-minute imbalance. Mark this one too. Let's mark this one too. Mark this one too. What time is it? 9:06. What y'all talk about in the chat, man? We need. That's right. morning. Top of the day. What's happening, y'all? I'll mark that fair value gap there too. So now let's drop down to the 50. I ain't marking none of this because I don't want this. If we get down below the what's the name? The Asian low. If we get down below the Asian low, that's gonna put me bearish. Well, I'll put it like this. If we get a closure below this Asian low, that's gonna put me bearish. I really don't want to see us even come down here and touch it. But if we get a closure below that Asian low, that's gonna put me bearish. Let's go 15 minutes. What was that noise? Oh, Creative Cloud. Okay, so let's check that. I was talking about that equilibrium on that. Let's check that real quick. From the Asian low to the high, the overnight boom, right there. See that fair value gap right there. That the top of yep. So going to that fair value gap. This 15-minute fair value gap right here, that's equilibrium. Hopefully they don't want to go get that 60. That's a discount for the overnight range from last night until now. The low after 12 o'clock. The low after 12 o'clock is right here. This is the low after 12 o'clock, which is just all consolidation. So I'll mark that real quick. It's gonna be some sell side up under that. What's that low? Come here, box. The London low is 38.16.75. 38.16.75. 38.16.75. 38.16.75 at 3:15 in the morning. 3:15 in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. And that was 38.16.75. Apply. Okay, so it's gonna be some sell side up under there. Now, If we gonna stay bullish, we looking bullish all night. We tap these highs. Now we just accumulating up here. Now, what I would love to see is us come back down to a discount and come to this 5 minute fair. I mean this 15 minute fair value gap right here. This 15 minute. This is the discount right here. That's the discount fair value gap right there on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute. Loaded, loaded, loaded. All right. So looking at that, taking that sell side liquidity, come down, take that sell side liquidity at 38.1675, right? That would be lovely. Come take that sell side liquidity at 38.1675, right? Dip below that liquidity and hit this fair value gap, right? That'll give us the liquidity resting under here, and anybody with they stops under here. Anybody who went long here, they stops resting here feeling safe. Anybody that went long here, they stopped sitting there feeling safe. So boom, let's come down, revisit 12 o'clock, right? Dip into this fair value gap right here, take off. Looking for setups to go long. Once we come here, just say we come here, we take back off, be looking for setups to go up that way. Once we come, if we come down here to equilibrium, start going back up, be looking for setups to go that way. So the first area is running the liquidity up on the 38.1675, and then if we bounce from there, start looking for interest. That's what I'm looking for. Is looking for interest to go long right here on this leg. Let's say we got a leg. For anybody who on the replay or anybody that on the live right now don't understand what I'm saying. So at 9:30, right? Let me take this snap off. At the 9:30 open, the snap not on. Why is it acting like that? Okay, so at 9:30, come down, boom. Take this sell side liquidity here, come below these lows over here too, into this fair value gap, boom. Once we start go, can I put it in stay in draw mode? Let me see if I put it in stay in draw mode. Okay. All right. Once we take that, once we start going back up, I hit the wrong thing. I hit the wrong thing. How can I get rid of that? I got to get out of stay in draw mode. I hit Ray instead of arrow. All right, so boom, once we hit that, boom, once we start coming back up like this right here, be looking for interest on this price leg right here. So boom, it ain't got to go that high. That's just the direction, right? So once we start coming down, boom, run that liquidity. That's what I be looking for. I look for it going to the liquidity. Boom, once it get there, when it start coming back up, looking for my setup on this price leg right here. You know what I'm saying? Like it give me like a breaking structure. It like run the liquidity, wick back up. You know what I'm saying? Like looking for my setup on this price leg here. If we come up and it don't give them a setup and we keep pushing down to the equilibrium, or if we just run down to the equilibrium, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like even if we came down like this and then went back up a little bit and then came down again into this right here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. When it start going, long as it don't get like down here. Once it get down here, boom, I'm gonna be looking for reason to go short. You know what I'm saying? Or if it just dilly dally real slow, I ain't even gonna mess with it. Cause shout out my financial advisor Dustin. He said never short a dull market. he be talking about swinging or you know what I'm saying, like day trading shares, swinging and stuff like that. Never short a dull market. But if it just kind of melt down, I ain't looking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? If it just kind of dilly dally, I ain't looking for nothing. I want to see some nice aggressive moves. Come get this sell side liquidity under 38.16. You know what I'm saying? And then start going back up. But I will take it all the way down to equilibrium. Oh, I didn't get an equilibrium number. I jalapage y'all. The fair value gap that's resting up under 3808. Equilibrium is 3808 because it's 3807.88, but 3808 is equilibrium. So when it get down, if it come back down below 3808 to come into this fair value gap, I give it that low right there. So them the numbers. Sell side liquidity up on the 38.1675, right, and then reach into this fair value gap right here up under those equal lows at 38.1150, right, and then go back up, or I'll take it down to equilibrium, give us a discount for the full day. I mean, for the night move from Asian low to London high. You know what I'm saying? Is 3808, and it's a fair value gap resting just below that. That's the equilibrium. That's the discount fair value gap up under that 3808. That's what I'm looking for. I'm bearish for the day. I ain't looking for no reason to. And this the option side. If you see I mean, I'm bullish for the day. I'm sorry, I'm bullish for the day, and this for the option side. If you see a setup for futures to take a short, take a short. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm looking for reasons to buy because of the momentum of the overnight. What y'all got going on in the chat? Relative equal highs at 38, 35 daily support. 38, 35, 38, 35. Oh, right here. Yeah, right there. Oh yeah, the buy side above. Oh yeah, I ain't even say nothing about the buy side above. I ain't say nothing about the buy side above. Let's go find us some buy side to the top. Let's go to the 1 day real quick. We got the equal highs right there where they yeah, shot red. He said 38.35 right there. Right, I got 38, 33.25. That's the highs from the 16th, but we got some equal highs just above that at 38.35. We got a high of the 15th. Matter of fact, let me put this. I'm gonna move this to the 15th because we already tapped through that right there. Let me put my lock back on. We tapped through that last night, so let me move that to the 15. That's the next daily high. Why is it not moving? There you go. That's the next daily high right there. What that is? 38.43. That's the next daily high. And that was from the 15. All right, let's drop down. It really act like it want this gap for the 13th. If it go get that gap from the 13th today, that Sunday gap down, if it go get that today, that would be. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? All right, so these the equal highs right here that Red was talking about right there. 38, 34, 50. These equal highs right there that Red was talking about. Let's go ahead and mark them off. Shout out to Cuzzo for the lookout. Buy side liquidity right there. Let me just borrow one of these lines right here. Let's borrow one of these lines right here. Yeah. 38, 30, get out of there. 38, 34, 50. That's the one right there. Red was talking about the equal highs. 38, 34, 50. And then let me get a whatchamacallit, buy side. Change that to a B. Buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity. Change this to red. Change this to green. Lemon lime. So, buy side liquidity. Okay, that's buy side right there. That's so that's relative. You got a relatively to that one too. So that's, you know what I'm saying, that's going all the way back to the 8 o'clock calendar on the 15th. That's the same day. That's the night. That's the nighttime. So pushing up, hit this buy side liquidity there, and the next buy side that I'm looking at is the high of the 15th. So these equal highs right here match up to the same day. It's 8 o'clock at night. Is relative equal high to this buy side liquidity at 38, 34, 50. Just say 30, 38, 35, close enough for government work. And then the next stop up is 38, 43 for looking for liquidity on the top side. Right now we still looking relatively bullish. We ain't trying to drop down. We ain't trying to do nothing. But it may just dilly-dally on us. It may be a boring day. But again, those are the numbers I'm looking at. Coming down below this consolidation here, hitting this sell side liquidity at 38, 16, 75. Maybe even feeling this fair value gap below that, then pushing up, looking for my entry setup after we run that right there. I'll take it down to equilibrium right here at the breaking structure above the 1600 candle at the old buy side liquidity we was looking at yesterday. I'll take it, that's equilibrium. I'll take it down to equilibrium at what was equilibrium? 3808? Yeah, 3808 was equilibrium, and then it's a 15-minute fair value gap resting just below equilibrium. I'll take it down to here to look for long setups from there. Anything lower than that, I'm not interested in it. Top side liquidity, buy side liquidity 38, 35, 38, 34, 50, 38, 35. Then the next liquidity stop 38, 43 on the buy side to the top. If it take that right there today with some serious force, next thing I'm looking at is that gap, that Sunday gap down from 613. The bottom of the gap is at 38, 77, 50. If we bust through this 38.43, that's my next target. I ain't looking at nothing else in between here. I ain't in, you know what I'm saying, these little fair value gaps over here, all of that stuff there, that above that 38.54, I ain't looking at. I don't see none of that. If we bust through this with some strength, my eyes up there. That's the prize. My eyes on the prize up there. That's all I got, man. I'm fun to go ahead and share with the people. Relative equal high, given a 2% increase from previous day close is 385. Let's get it. Let's get it. I love it. What's Spalene at? I love it. I love it. Did we even look at Spalene this morning? We ain't look at Spalene. How y'all gonna let me not look at Spalene? How y'all gonna let me not look at Spalene? How y'all gonna let me not look at my baby like that? Oh, y'all get off my live, man. Y'all let me ain't even look at my baby like that. Get off my live. Now look here, man. I want some serious bullish momentum. I do not want a gap up, sell down. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want it today. I don't want to see no gap up, sell down. I want a gap up and all a little bump to the downside and take off. I want all gas. What we said, 38, what we said, 2%. I got my thing on. 2%. God, come on. Yep, you all over it. You all over it. 38, 385. You all over it. I'll take it. The SPY is not correlating today, about 20 points off. You say 20 points off. It like the new contract been funny, man. I ain't been able to like really Cause where we at? We at pre-market. We at 378. See, with a new contract, we at 381 pre-market. Right now, the new contract, the numbers been weird, man. I ain't been able to like really see. We at 383. We at 38.33.50, right? And right now we at 381. What I've been noticing with the new contract, whatever like the ESP saying, how we say we got 38, 33, 25, it's like I've been having to drop the last number and subtract 2. Meaning like we got 38, 33, right? We got 38, 32, but drop the last number and just say 383 and then subtract 2 and give you 381. That's what I've been having to do since the contract switched over. Like the old one before, like if we got to like just say we got to 3380 38, 33, 50, that would put us at 383 on the SPY, on the last contract. Like long as we got to like the last 3 digits was like 350 or above, like 37, 40, 350, 38, 39, 38, 90, 350. Long as them last 3 numbers was like 350, you could just drop it off and it'll be there. But with the new contract, it's like I've been having to drop the last 3 digits and then subtract 2. You know what I'm saying? Like we had 38, we had 38, 31, 25. Drop the 125 and subtract 2, you got 381. It's like that's what I've been having to do. I got to figure out a way to figure out that what's name. You know what I'm saying? But like right now, as far as I've been looking at it with this new contract, we bought in the in the spot as far as the numbers go. I ain't looked at like the candles or nothing like that right there, but it's been weird with this new contract, man. I that's all I got. It's 9:27. I'm going ahead and make this public for everybody else. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I'll see y'all tonight on the weekly wrap up. Y'all pull up, ready to talk about what you did right, what you did wrong, what you could have did. Oh man, I've been blurry the whole time. Man, I've been leaning all in. I've been blurry the whole time. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. Trade safe out here in these inflation field, quantitative tightening. You know what I'm saying? Everybody against everybody. We need more love in the community. Streets out here, man. I see y'all tonight at 6:30 for the weekly wrap up. Gone.